In this episode of Destiny City Rewind, we take a look back at the city of Tacoma's promotions, artwork, and community events over the years. From a 1980s video putting the spotlight on Tacoma to the 90s, when acclaimed marine life artist Wyland transformed the side of a downtown building into a whaling wall. And then we visit the early 2000s when TV Tacoma dove into the history of the Daffodil Festival.
You're watching City Cable 12, Tacoma's 24-hour municipal information channel.
Our first stop touches down at SeaTac Airport in 1986, where a kiosk touting all Tacoma has to offer greets new visitors.
Flight number 26 from Tokyo, luggage available at carousel number 10.
Tacoma, the state's third largest city, a shipping and industrial center for North America and the Pacific Rim, a community with strong civic commitment, and a location rich in natural beauty, offering endless opportunity for recreation.
Business and industry.
Just 31 miles south of Seattle, 160,000 people are making the city of Tacoma work. Originally a sawmill and later railroad town, Tacoma grew in much the same way as other frontier settlements, through the ingenuity of its people and the wealth of its natural resources. Today, the waters, the land, and the forests continue to be a source of income, as well as a source of great pride. 14,000-foot Mount Rainier crowns the Cascade Range to the east, while to the west, the Olympic Peninsula flaunts its range of peaks. In between are the islands, harbors, lakes, farmlands, and cities of Pierce County. The city of Tacoma is the industrial and financial center of the county, home to a number of national and international firms, and to the port of Tacoma. Tacoma Harbor is at the head of Commencement Bay, a southeasterly arm of Puget Sound. Ever since the 1850s, ships from all over the world have sailed into the bay for wheat, coal, and lumber. From its initial 240 acres in 1921, the port has grown to over 2,400 acres. The port handles a variety of cargo from many countries. Tacoma's ability to move this cargo from ship to final destination has made the port one of the top 10 container ports in the nation. For the efficiency of a highly productive longshore labor force, for accessibility by interstate freeway and mainline rail, and for the proximity to Pacific Rim countries, more and more major shippers are choosing Tacoma. Business and industry are also choosing Tacoma because the future looks bright. The city's downtown area has been revitalized, and the progress is evident in a stunning combination of new and old, of historic buildings restored, and modern structures that capture the open, airy feeling of this city on a steep peninsula. North of the Central Business District, Tacoma's waterfront has also been redeveloped. Once a working waterfront, this valuable shoreline resource has been transformed into a comfortable mix of public and private developments along a landscaped walkway. But perhaps the single most important boost to the economy and to community spirit has been the completion of the Tacoma Dome in 1983. Host to trade shows, conventions, concerts, and sporting events, it is the world's largest wood dome structure. A shipping and distribution center, home to the largest shopping center in the Northwest, and to many national and international firms. Tacoma is a city linked to its past and dedicated to the future. But that's all part of the pioneer spirit. Tacoma is still exploring new frontiers.
It's a good place to do business.
Seems like a real nice place.
Yes, but I wonder what the schools and neighborhoods are like.
Oh, look, it says community.
Well, let's see what this says.
Tacoma is a place to raise a family. Safe, pleasant neighborhoods, affordable homes, a variety of educational opportunities, community spirit, all in a bustling city with a small town flavor. Tacoma's neighborhoods depict the diversity of people who have come to stay. Charming, unique, old, new. Housing in the area ranges from Victorian-style older homes to contemporary houses. A variety of apartments and condominiums can also be found throughout the city. A water's view, brilliant colors, a place to play, morning strolls, the ferry dock, a garden plot. There's something to please everyone in Tacoma's neighborhoods, and it's a safe and healthy environment. Schools are a community's investment in the future. The Tacoma Public School District is well known for a pioneering approach to education. The basic program ranges from remedial help in lower grades to accelerated study for advanced students. Vocational education in Tacoma is a model for other school districts. Bates, Tacoma's vocational school, offers training in nearly 100 different career areas. And learning is not limited to the classroom. Extracurricular activities help a child develop physical skills or a special interest. Tacoma is also a college town, home to Pacific Lutheran University and the University of Puget Sound. The University of Washington, a major research institution, is located within an hour's drive. Tacoma's sense of community encompasses more than dedication to quality education. In 1983, the city's civic commitment was rewarded with the prestigious All-America City Award. The honor was given in recognition of citizen-initiated projects that tackled pressing needs. Civic commitment, excellence in education, and a high quality of life, all in a setting of extraordinary beauty.
It's a real nice community.
But what's there for me to do all week while you're in meetings?
Oh, there must be something. Hey, look at this. Sights and sounds.
Make friends with a beluga whale. Come eye to eye with buffalo. Span the seasons with outdoor activity or gaze at the stars. Tacoma Pierce County will grab your attention. Mount Rainier is Tacoma's ever-changing monument. Seen from the city or up close, in flower or in snow, the mountain has countless faces and a myriad of recreational opportunities. In the winter months, ski the slopes of Cascade Mountains and spend summer on the Sound, fishing, sailing, or just lounging in a waterfront park. Tacoma has 30 miles of waterfront and 2,400 acres of public parks. Discover Point Defiance. Wander through brilliant gardens. Visit a world-class zoo and aquarium. Travel back in time. Explore a magical land, or simply relax in the afternoon sun. Go on safari at Northwest Trek Wildlife Park. Located 30 miles outside of the city, the park is a wilderness adventure where the animals roam free and people are guests. From the bold to the delicate, Tacoma's parks each have their own special treasures. Tacoma's recreational opportunities are matched by its wealth of arts and entertainment offerings. Spectator sports have gained ground here since the opening of the Tacoma Dome. The Dome is home to the Tacoma Stars of the Major Indoor Soccer League, The Stars' championship performances have won the hearts of Tacomans and sparked great community pride. Of course, summer is not complete without a trip to the ballpark to see the Tacoma Tigers, the AAA affiliate of the Oakland Athletics. Whether discovering treasures in the Tacoma Art Museum, front row for a Tacoma Actors Guild production, enchanted by Ballet Tacoma, or enjoying the Tacoma Symphony, the arts are an integral part of the Tacoma community. Nothing stirs an audience quite like a performance at the Pantages Center, Tacoma's historic theater restored as the Performing Arts Center. During the summer months, Tacoma parks resound with the Summer Pops outdoor concert series. Indoors or out, in any season, something new is always appearing. The sights and sounds of Tacoma Pierce County are spectacular and subtle. You only have to choose.
And I have to work all week.
I'll go to Northwest Track and then in the aquarium. I love aquariums.
Come discover Tacoma. Explore Puget Sound. Enjoy our seafood. We're an all-America city with star potential. Discover the fastest growing port in North America. You'll find a world of opportunity. And islands, and waterfront, Point Defiance, and Northwest Track. Discover Mount Rainier. From ski level to sea level, it's all here. Discover Tacoma.
This program is a production of the City of Tacoma's Municipal Television Division.
Marine life artist Wyland has dedicated his life to creating gigantic public murals that inspire generations to become better stewards of our environment.
Whales are my hobby. I'm very interested in the ocean. I'm a diver. And the more you learn about them, the more you want to become involved in their life and their habitat and trying to help them.
In 1990, Tacoma was lucky that he chose our city for his next whaling wall.
I think that by people seeing this mural and seeing the whales life size, that hopefully it'll raise the public awareness about, our local whales that we have here.
Wyland's murals are world-renowned. This is his 21st in a series of life-size artworks which have come to be known as the Whaling Walls. They are the result of his efforts to give his subjects a life-size canvas.
The Whaling Walls actually came out of the difficulty of trying to paint such a large animal on a small canvas. So I went out and tried to find larger canvases, which were actually the sides of buildings.
That's where downtown Tacoma's businesses came in. You see, Wyland provides his talents free of charge. His only compensation is provision of his travel and accommodations, as well as supplies he needs to complete the project. Bill Nevins of the Pacific Rim Restaurant, who coordinated the effort for Wyland's work to be displayed on his building, sees the costs of the project as nominal compared to its benefits to our community.
We believe that downtown has been fairly void of any large artwork. There are a number of individual pieces that are around, and so we felt that this would be the perfect opportunity to utilize this wall in a manner that will accomplish a number of things. First of all, it will draw attention to our city's need for more art. Secondly, the need to help clean up our environment. And thirdly, and probably most importantly, to draw attention to the plight of the whales and the need to stop the needless slaughter of these magnificent marine mammals.
Public art makes good business sense, too. Well-liked pieces can produce economic benefits by attracting people to an area to view the work. Seattle has many examples of this, including the popular sculpture Waiting for the Interurban.
And it's real good for the area and actually for the whole Seattle area, because people come here to see the statues from all over Seattle. They invited people from other places and they make a reservation to the restaurant. It is good for the Fremont community because the people are here from all over in town.
Also, public art helps instill a sense of identity and pride in a community.
We also wanted to give Tacoma some additional visual delights in its downtown area and give people things to do and see, and in general just make downtown a fun place to be and a place of wonder, and get families and children down here.
Just watching Wyland at work was enough to draw the attention of passers-by. His style is unique and intriguing to watch.
I don't do any preliminary drawing at all. I don't use any grids or anything. What I do is, if you can envision a Polaroid photograph where you see a big mass of color, this is quite a large Polaroid, but you see a mass of color and then it starts slowly coming into focus until the very fine details. I do use myself as a ruler, 5'11", and if I'm standing on a scaffolding, which I don't have in this case, I have a different type of scaffolding, I can use that as a ruler. But mainly, I see my subject in the mind's eye, and I paint from there. That's where my inspiration comes from, and it also comes from being able to spend time with these whales and study them in their own environment. In the beginning, the whale was the total focus of my work, and I was trying to save the whale. Well, I realize now that I've been painting these murals for 10 years that if we can't save the oceans, we aren't going to be able to save the whales. So it's expanded to saving all our oceans. So I'm trying to include a lot of different things in my work, and the whale still being the focal point, but trying to save all our oceans and all the things that are beautiful about the water. Another day at the office.
See the whale? Yeah, let's
do it. You're watching the city's 24-hour information channel. TV Tacoma. The one to watch.
The Daffodil Festival has become a time-honored tradition in Tacoma and Pierce County. In 2002, TV Tacoma examined the history of the festival.
The Daffodil Festival started out in 1926 as a garden party, where people would come from miles around to see the many varieties of the beautiful flower grown here. But in 1934, thanks to Tacoma photographer Lee Merrill, the festival we know today was formed. He suggested using the daffodil blooms that were usually thrown away or used for fertilizer as decorations for a parade. The very first daffodil queen was Elizabeth Watton, who just happened to be walking by when Lee Merrill realized that no one had been chosen for this important role in the new festival. Since that time, thousands of young women in Pierce County have participated in daffodil royalty. Today's royal court is made up of 19 princesses, one from each of the participating Pierce County high schools. Coronation night culminates a challenging selection process, with one of the princesses being chosen queen, based on numerous qualifications including academic standing, speaking ability, personality, and attitude. The Grand Floral Parade has taken on many shapes and sizes throughout the years, but floats and marching bands have always been a mainstay. Most people you talk to, young or old, have either lined the parade route to watch the event or have been a participant. From early on, it was easy to see that the float builders took pride in showing off their communities. The same can be said today. Months of design concepts and then the actual construction of the floats take place before we ever see them make their debut in the Grand Parade. One of the changes, though, that has taken place throughout the years when it comes to floats is the use of the daffodil.
Well, years ago, the valley was full of flowers. There were daffodil fields everywhere. I grew up in Pierce County, and I remember floats in the parade when I was a little girl were just covered with daffodils. There really are only about 2 growers left in the valley now, so the fields are gone, and you don't see the lavish array of daffodils in the parade like you did 30 or 40 years ago. Now the parade and the festival are more to honor the daffodil as being a significant part of the history of Pierce County. We still do use fresh daffodils, but not in the abundance that we used to.
The Grand Floral isn't the only parade that struts its stuff during April. The Junior Daffodil Parade, which has been in the Proctor area for many years now, has become a time-hard tradition. It began in 1962 and is designed towards children. You'll see a lot of costumes, plenty of pets, and even some non-motorized floats. The parade continues to grow with entries now coming from outside Pierce County as well. It's an exciting day when the Junior Daffodil Parade takes place.
A lot of anticipation goes into that day for the kids. They've worked really hard to build their floats or learn their songs or march and play their instruments. But I think that they're all truly very excited on that day to get to come out and show what they do well. And they just shine. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And I think just more kids get involved and everybody wants to relive when they were a kid and just come out and feel part of the community and join in the fun.
You'll find the third parade of the Daffodil Festival along the Ruston Way waterfront. The Marine Parade features decorated boats, of course with daffodils. The Tacoma Yacht Club takes the lead in making sure that everything runs smoothly. Awards are given out each year, and the shoreline is always packed to watch these floating works of art make their way down to the Theophos Waterway. It takes funding to put on any event of this magnitude, and that's where sponsorship comes into play. Businesses throughout the Tacoma-Pierce County area know how much the celebration means to the people of the community, and they are more than willing to help keep the tradition alive.
Well, one of the things that has been helpful is being a member of the community is knowing what events have the most importance. Like we've been the sponsor of the annual Daffodil Parade, which is something that's a big part of our community. The first year we got in to help with the daffodil. It actually wasn't going to happen unless they found a major contributor, and we stepped in and we contributed $50,000 for that event. Well, it's been our goal to be good neighbors. When we opened the casino, we wanted to have a positive impact on the community, and to do that, we need to participate in a number of activities.
Thanks for joining us on this look back at the last 40 years of TV Tacoma, and we look forward to sharing more stories throughout the year.
This is the City of Tacoma's 24-hour information channel, TV Tacoma. Watch us, watch Tacoma.
People of the Pacific Northwest, we live in one of the most beautiful places in the world. Aren't we lucky? We're a diverse group of folks, but we have something in common. Puget Sound. Water flows from high up in the Cascades all the way down to the Sound. So whether you're from Buckley or Darrington, Seattle or Marysville, Bainbridge or Tacoma, the waters that become Puget Sound pass through your backyard. We're all connected to the Sound. Our actions determine whether the water we play, fish, swim, and live in is clean or dirty. Small actions make a big difference. So take your car to the car wash. Pick up after your pet. fix those car leaks, and take care of your lawn naturally. Because Puget Sound starts here, and 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 here.